Okay. You know I keep leaving breadcrumbs, but the breadcrumbs aren't paying off for me. I'm gonna stop with all this breadcrumb shit pretty soon now. Alright, the other thing was, and I'm gonna tell you something in this video. Alright, so again, a couple of people are still whining about me whining. This is the channel where I get the wine and dine, and you don't. So when you complain about me whining about another channel or something else, I'm pointing out the data. You can't handle it. You want me to present like they present. Please, off. Go over there and enjoy yourself. You're not welcome here. As Ray Charles says, hit the road, Jack. Hit the road. Don't leave your comments. I'm giving you the PayPal links when you do it anyway. If you see it, you're getting the PayPal link. All right, guys, let's get to what my breadcrumb was. I keep telling you guys, I don't know what this BMA is. If I tell you, is it a lateral brace? Is it a lateral brace? Come on. And then in the same video, I tell you that this is a transfer beam, and I show you the photographs of how it works. Where is it? We're going to get to my amygdala videos. And I show you in this video what a transfer beam is. Where's my images? And how it works. Where's my image? Really? You suck. Oh yeah, that's my movie. Oh, somebody else liked the movie. That was cool. I saw that in the comments. Alright, well, so much for that. This one. Yeah. So I show you how the beam system works where it, steps up the elevation change. Well, I want to give I said I thought for fun I'd do a troll video to show the troll, do, at least one troll video that's going to get blocked. All right. I've been in a lady's house, all right? The one in 611. Been all through this video. Yeah. Some inconsistencies with her stories. Think about it, though. She went down to the garage, all right? She's never used a damn... Do you think this lady uses the stairs every day? So she blew off the floor she should have got out on. So she went to the garage. Or maybe she was going to get her car to leave. But she wound up in the garage and then had to come back up. Come on. She never used the elevator. I mean the stairs, so she doesn't know what floor it gets off on. I'm going to give her a pass on that. So we don't have to pick on the lady's story about this lady inconsistencies. She woke up, she survived.
I feel
That's the amygdala.
like sounds, strange.
She feels strange sounds. I'm gonna give you a teaser in this. The amygdala woke her up. That's why I wanted to say how the amygdala can save you in your sleep. Here it is here. The amygdala woke her up. She was asleep. She was off somewhere else in the Daisyland. And the amygdala is always monitoring. It's always monitoring. I state that the amygdala gets data first. And if it's nothing but data, it means nothing. But if it's something deadly as the building breaking apart, it wakes the human up and says, yo, we got to go into action mode.
Sound, strange. And I run to my living room.
And there she spots a crack, snaking its way.
The way she points at it, look, right, and then lift.
Down a wall.
Something inside of me said, run.
She saw the crack this way. Something inside of her said, run. That's the amygdala telling her to process that data, and the amygdala took over, and out she went, all right? That's the amygdala. Something inside of her said, run. Her amygdala said, run. She doesn't have, this is a lady that has auto run pilot. She doesn't have evaluate data. It's auto run. So, all right, we're going to get away from that. I already told you guys what a BMA is. People are still asking, but this is concrete beam column connections, cyclic inelastic loading. You can look that one up. Let's go. I'm trying to find the troll guy. Damn it. I guess I won't be finding that this evening. Yeah, that won't happen. All right, the guy that he commented about the... We'll get to that model. He commented about the math of the 11-foot, the elevation change, and it varies because the lobby is 13'4". Well, 11'10" plus 1'6" is 13'4". So his amygdala couldn't let him go, oh shit, you're right. So he writes back all this long answer about nothing wrong with my math, and then he does his crazy numbers to come to 13'4" by saying 2 inches plus this plus that. And I'm like, you know what? This is your 5 minute warning. You're gonna get blocked on your next if you come back with this bullshit. One more comment. Oh, is it in this one? Um, is it in this video? Let me see here. Where's the math guy? And so I don't have time for that. So I wanted to show it to you. This is the amygdala though, where the person couldn't admit that oh shit, I see, my math is wrong, or I messed up. But no, the person rather go back at it again, was showing me why his math is correct, and yet it's the same damn math. What is this? I'm confused on how to read the plans, and a few seconds later we see the plan show S5. Obviously the piece of bottom corner looks ripped. Right. It presents as ripped. It's a copy, so we don't know if it's ripped or whatever it's going on there. I think it's 14 to, well, whatever. Yeah. Look, the plans are the plans. They're all submitted on this. So we can argue about the dates being the same. So what happened? I don't know if this happened, but I would theorize that the person put the smoke and mirrors in the change plans the same day. It's crazy. You submit the same plans twice, and on the second plan you say change column, but you have the BMA missing. So which came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, obviously there's no BMA here, so the second submittal is the one that's trying to make it look like it's just a column change. I believe in reality it's also a beam and floor elevation change, but looks like you can do what you want to there, the way that plays out. So that was 146 comments. I don't know how this works. I'm trying to show you that mathematician person. So we can get a good laugh out of his math. We might as well get a good laugh every now and then. We don't have to be so damn serious. Here we go. Greg, whatever that is, Odeker. At 29, 1'6" change wasn't from 10'10" to 11'10", but instead from 11'10" to 13'4". Look at the left. Look to the left if that 1'6" call out, and you will see the 13'4" elevation. That's also why you used the varies and the detail, because it could have been a 1 foot change or 1'6" change, and you can see the same detail by adjusting the rebar. All right, look. 29 seconds. He says, look at it. 1'6" wasn't from 10'10". It was from 11'10". Okay, 29 minutes. We click on this.
Not change over to here.
Pause. All right, there it is.
Change.
Come on, pause.
Point out.
Come on, screen. All right. So slide this over. There it is, 2904. Same thing, obviously. This is 11'10" right here, and that's 11'10". 11'10" and 1'6", you jackass, is 13'4". That's the lobby elevation. So 11 foot and 1 foot is 12 foot, and 10 inches. That's 12'10". Then you add 6 inches to that, and you get 13'4". I don't have time for this stupid shit. So you come down here and you see this, and I told him, I said, look, I answered him, kind of like the way I answer, just give him the answer saying, no, you're wrong, your math is wrong. And then 7 replies. Looks like I missed something. I don't know, Jamie, I couldn't open this. I have no idea what that is. I had to amend my reply. I thought he found something, but it was my steps. I thought he was giving away my little breadcrumbs on the 4th step. But I already gave that away in another video where I said, look, guys, it's 3 steps up, and now there's 4 steps over there. I thought he was referencing that, and then I realized, oh, shit, no, I'm wrong. So I did right. Don't give it away, please, because I already told him about it. 1'6" and 11'10" equals 13'4". That means the 1'6" stands true in a statement, and you are mixing up the math a bit. It happens. I gave him an out. So he wrote this. Oh, he wrote something, so I had to write. I didn't post it. I said I had to amend my reply. I thought you found the 4th. Well, it looks like I double replied. Whatever. Jamie, I hope you saw that where I had this right. Okay. Greg, I saw your stupid math comment because it's in the background. I blocked it and will not approve it. It's a troll. It's trollish in nature. Now I will block you if you do another stupid math thing. Let's see. Um, all right, so it looks like that. 1110 is the card deck, and the revised pool deck is 1011 is the original pool deck before they changed it. It's 1110. So yeah, so you get the block. You do stupid shit like that. All right, back to this. You where's my damn video? So this is where the BMA would have been, right on top of here. It's not here. This deck punched through. There is no BMA breaking this deck in half, dissecting it. There is no BMA there. There is no BMA. There's what a BMA would have been. Okay, that's what the planters. The planters are right here. Now, I gave you the breadcrumb over and over again, showed you in that previous video how this is shaped, how this is done. Right? I went over it on how it's shaped. And that would have been, let's see if I get lucky, yeah. How it's shaped like this, and how it transfers onto the column that way. Let's see if I can do this again. So I'll do this again. This time you'll understand. I want to do it again, and then I want you to tell me what I'm looking at here, all right? I keep telling you, I gave you some breadcrumb fake thing about lateral bracing, right? And in the same video, I tell you how this is a transfer beam, and it holds the load going across. Well. And then I also tell you about how there's a 1'10" elevation change here. I go out of my way to show you guys that. So I'm disappointed in a few of you that you didn't. I said that I showed this up here, and it's how it steps up over here. It's a 1'10" elevation, a 1 foot elevation change. Okay, so let's get back to this damn thing. Hold on, bear with me. It's got good content in it. It's got good content in it for you. So let me screenshot this, open this up, and do this for you. All right, let's do this again. Pay attention, people. Pay attention. All right. Here's your beam, this beam right here, this long beam in the background, going over to that wall. Here, let's do a wall. Here's a wall. Okay, that's the wall, that's the block wall. That's where this beam would have gone, right here, on top of that wall, or integral in the wall. All right, so I'll just throw it there for now. I'll do that. Slab went that way. I'll do that. Nope. So it's a BMA. So it would be lower than the deck. And then the deck would go on top. So there's the BMA, right? So let me text it. Text. So this is the BMA. Great. All right. This is text. This is wall. Okay. Wall. I guess I should have, so it's easy to read. I'll do, this capital on that W, on the last L's. So BMA. On top of that little bad boy is the floor. And this would be integral to this BMA. Garage. Okay, so garage is elevated. So this was the intent. The intent initially was to be here. So then we go here. Grab another one. I'll change the colors a bit, and we'll just grab this color. Okay, this is the floor. Great. Let's grab this down here. Let's put the floor. Let's put the. Come on, floor. Really? Come on, hand. Come on, hand. Play along. There we go. So there's your elevation change. The BMA. I'm sort of giving you a weird look at it, detail of it. It does go that direction, all the way out to here, and then it turns and comes around. So this will be your BMA, and let's slide them over here. Let's just do that. So this would be the garage, the garage floor. Great. Okay. That didn't work out. Whatever. Color yellow doesn't work. It hides right in the brown pretty damn good. And let's try a different color then. Let's try, purple? Alright, so. Wow. You know what? This one needs to do damn color. Let's make that yellow. And there we go. So we got a garage floor now. Now, just putting it behind it. And so I just do a new text. So here's our garage floor. Now it puts it on top. Here's a BMA. Alright, so here's our BMA looking from this direction. So you're looking from this direction. Right, your eyeballs are looking here. You're standing on the deck. You're looking here. You see a garage floor right here. You'd have to step up a couple of steps from this pool deck. Actually 1 foot. And then you'll be on the garage, this area out here. Right through the planter boxes. And out you go. Now, I talked about how this BMA works. That in between there is a transfer beam, and I put it in the other video as saying, "Oh, this is in the wrong place" when I said it, and that would be down. This little box here would be right here. It's in the other video. You guys see this little box there, right there, and that would be. Let's see if I can just get the damn thing. So box, right there. And I said, oh, that doesn't quite belong there. All right, that wasn't quite my breadcrumb on that one. The breadcrumb was telling you over and over again that this is a transfer beam that intercepts the weight on top of this one. And then on this one, I said, I can't figure out what this is. Is it a lateral brace? It doesn't make sense to be a lateral brace there. Over and over again. This just tells me if you're awake, if you're paying attention about what I'm saying over here. But you guys aren't awake on me. You're daydreaming. You're not extrapolating for me. This is a transfer beam. What is the intent of this? I kept asking. Nobody's answering. It's a transfer beam also. Here's the 1 foot step up. The 1 foot step up. To do that 1 foot step up, they also had this beam going around. 1 foot step up was going to connect to this beam, a BMA, over to here. And there was a beam that was going to go around here. It's the same thing. The 1 foot was just going to go around like this. All right, so how do I do that? Hell, that's good enough. So that's it. It was just going around. Just going around like that. And there's your 1 foot step up. That was the patio step up. Or parking garage step up. And you step down into the patio area. That's it. That's the intent back then. 1 foot step up. You see where this beam is? Right here? I'm going to show you in the next page now. Let's go look at them. This is in the way. Alright, so here it is in line here. See how we follow this column? See the line going across? That's in line with that. And there's that column. Now, next page. That's without the BMA. That's without the beam there. There it is in line. See it going across in line? Now, there it is, going across, in line, 16 fives, 16 fives. Now, this was a BMA, it's not there anymore. They just added this 16 fives, they just put it over here, called it a day. But that's your answer to, again, transfer beams. We're adding transfer beams for you. That's why this was here. It's not a lateral brace. But you guys should when I kept doing this one, you should have pointed this out. Now I got one more thing you should have pointed out when I keep giving you all this data. But I'm gonna stop. I think, on this video, and just load this one up, and I'll get you the next one and the next one. But I'm gonna have to start giving out ass whippings for you guys not catching on. This is a transfer beam, and this is also a transfer beam. You know, especially the engineers who watch me should call BS of me saying it. Says it's some type of lateral brace, but is this mass hysteria when I mention the word lateral brace? Am I getting inside your heads and making you think that? That was not my intent. My intent was clearly, in my thoughts were to say, no way, just like you just said in the video, no way it could be a lateral brace. You know, so then you guys should have said, oh, it continues over to here. It's a transfer beam for this 1 foot elevation change. So I don't know if I'm any good with this breadcrumb things anymore. I think it's the way I teach, though. I don't know if I'm any good at it. Obviously, I suck if I mention in the same video this is a transfer beam, and then I show these beams locations, and we talk about a 1 foot elevation change, and I show it in the images, and no one extrapolates out that it's a transfer beam. So I guess I suck with that, or that breadcrumb thing. So I guess my breadcrumbs now, I'm just gonna have to be like, this is a breadcrumb, and then tell you what it is. All right, I think that's gonna have to work that way. This is a breadcrumb. This is the deck that they came out. There's an elevation change. There's an elevation change. I just start pointing out shit now. There's a 12'9", right? There's 12'9". This is not 11. It's 12'9". Hold on. And there's 12'9". So the difference is what? You see the step changes over there because of the step changes, the elevation, the deck being higher. That's why you get the extra 4 steps as opposed to 3 over there. And I think they actually changed it to a damn ramp when it was finally done. I think they wound up with a ramp over here. But just to show you, that was just a transfer beam. That's all it was. Just like this one was, and this one was. They serve the same purpose. With that said, now when we remove them, the columns still stay the same. The locations stay the same. But our tributary area has gotten greater because we have no tie-ins. But it was not intended, this was not intended for the purpose of supporting cars. That was intended for it was intended for supporting cars, the 1 foot elevation change all the way around. So I apologize for that one. So it was intended there, and it was going to stop right here, the garage here. The 1 foot step down is over here in the patio area, and over here also, but there was no the entrance was here initially. So yes, there's your BMAs. There's your BMAs, transfer beams, transferring the loads, transfer beams. Now I don't get it. You guys keep asking about this thing right here, this damn H, right? Is it in this one? I see the comments there. I'm like, really? Watch the damn series. It's everything's explained in this series of videos. The thing you see laying on the ground is this: the transfer beams. It's beam 34, 35, and 33 for everybody asking repeatedly over and over again currently. I'm like, really? What's going on? You think I can fit all the recap in every damn video? Go back and look at the video. I think we're up to 130 videos now. Sit your ass down and watch it like a Netflix bad episode or something. You'll be disappointed up until now, because now my whole attitude is going to change. I'm going to sort of cut back on the breadcrumbs, but I have to do one. Damn it. I got to do one. Back here on the back wall. Jealous wall. Jealous wall. That's what I'm going to say. That means I got data to give you on that back wall. All right? It's a jealous wall. I have another interesting tie-in for you that I'll do in another video. We need not, at least not forget that she looked down this thing here, and it appears to be a floor that collapsed. It appears to be a floor that collapsed. That's all it appears as, right? This person said a floor that they saw the pool deck collapse, or the floor below them collapse, or something. I thought they said, and that would have been wrong because that would have been the floor they were on. But they appear to be presenting out here. This tributary area, our butterfly area, is our fail zone. As far as now, as far as the witness statement stating that they saw the the garage go down first, and then this side over here. Um, I think he saw the very beginning of it. The very beginning of it. I don't think he saw the cars down and then saw the floor go down. I think he saw the wave happen. So this punched first, and then he saw the wave transfer over to here. I don't think it was two different breaks. Right? He saw the wave. He saw the wave. He went into freeze mode. Mama Bear comes, I don't know, through the apartment door here. But she said met him at the door somehow or something, right? Because she was like half in a robe, the daughter. And said, come on, let's go. And she was more concerned about, I got to change my clothes, basically. And Mama Bear was like, let's go. And that was immediate exit. An immediate exit with her with the robe on, and somehow she got clothes, right? So anyway, by the time she was interviewed later that night, she had clothes. I don't know who gave her clothes, because I thought she said she was in a robe. Robe of clothes? I don't get how she's dressed later that night when they're interviewing her. Where did she get the clothes from? That's something I would question. Okay, so now you see now that our deck area is not just this direction. All right, our tributary failure area is not just the butterfly this way, but we have a direction this way also, because it's connected at the same elevation, 1110, wrong drawing, 1110 and 1110, and this is 1110. It's the same elevation, all of this. These cars go down. There's a fracture that's created. That's right here. There's a very odd fracture created right there. Destroying comes up. Hold on. There's a very odd or should I say, fracture here. Now, it could have been this. That when this area, when he saw this area collapsed, that when the building got tugged on from over here, it caused a rattling, right? They all got the hell out of town. And when it finally collapsed, it then all the weight of the building just dropped through here and created this new secondary shear. Or was it like that, even with the structure coming across and then rotating in? Which would then imply that this collapse, we have rubble over top of it at this point, that when the pool deck went down, it went all the way to here. I don't have that in my mind because you remember he's out here looking, and he didn't say, "Oh shit, right next to me collapsed also." He said the parking garage area and the pool deck area collapsed. Now let's address my first video I made on this. Remember we had a witness by that time, I believe by that time, saying she made a phone call to her husband that there was a sinkhole in the, she called her lawyer husband, whatever apartment she's in, 411 or whatever she's, 411, model girl, whatever she is. She reported the sinkhole where she saw, where her observations are, and that would have been here, and that's how she observes it from her vantage point, and her knowledge is what she thinks of when she reports it. I do my video from my cell phone, and I say that, and I'm like, what the hell? And then I see this punk shearing around here. I'm trying to have a little fun with the word on this time. Anyway, didn't work. And I said, oh no, I'm calling bullshit on that. There's no sinkhole here. This is punch shear. So this is where I see this column here, and I'm like, now I'm looking on a cell phone, mind you. First time I did recordings like that too, but that was my second video, I think. Might have been the third, and it was all that same day. So she observes from her balcony, or I think it was this sunken area here, and so she thinks it's a sinkhole, not realizing it's not a sinkhole, it's a deck collapse, and this deck collapse is what? At that point of her observation, think about it, her observation, She says sinkhole. Does she see they leave? Let's say they leave, right? Because she when she makes that observation, she dies during that phone call. So she gets to put out, I don't know, let's say 30 seconds of phone call. There's a sinkhole she mentions. So the so just about before the building starts collapsing, and it collapses maybe what it takes 4 seconds, 5 seconds. We have to go back to the video. So before that, in her observation of sinkhole, she's observing what the sinkhole go this way, or or did the sinkhole effect already tug on the building, shook the building, got her to wake up, and when it shook the building, it started causing, I believe, this member is the one that it really caused issues with. Now watch this. I said this member, right? Look at this member. What does it do? No. I'm not going to breadcrumb you. I'm going to answer it. But I want you to look. What does this member here do? So this is the member that I think we see fail. Sinkhole we have right here, right? We got the sinkhole, we call it right here. The observed pool deck failure from his side, from the man's side here. From here we have from her view, and phone call sinkhole. And her phone call lasting however long it lasts, it terminates, with her death, with the building coming down. So that was a secondary thing. It was a good, if we're pulled over there, I don't know the frames per second of that video, but let's say it's 10 seconds. What I want you to observe is that right here, this is what? Look at it go from here. They're connected. Connected. These are connected. This is connected. The deck connects all three of these. So this sinkhole action right here, this falling, this butterflying, punch shearing, is going to pull on 1, 2, and 3. This is going to tug on here, here, and here. So the tugging effect of the reinforcement across here, these 10 number 4s, 13 number 4s here, 13 4s, see the rebar, and what's this, 10 4s here. The tributary area is a little bit weaker here because of there are 10 4s here and there are 13 4s here. So it's a little bit weaker. In other words, it will want to separate. On this side, it want to separate more so. Oh, wait a minute. I'm looking at the... oh, yeah, no, because the other drawing doesn't have... so I got to do confirmation. 10-4, right here it is. Yeah, this is the 11-10, 11-10. So here's the 10-4s, and there's 13-4s. So they match up because I'm working from the BMA installed beams. Lily's here? Good. Lily's my other stray cat, guys. Lily only takes food. Can you give Lily some food? Because I don't have any food out for Lily. I think Lily is Bruce's sister. She stays here, but she won't come inside. I have a weird thing. I believe some cats are outdoor cats, and they don't want to come in, but they decide that they live with you. They're your house. They want to just protect outside. Well, Lily doesn't want to come in, cold weather or not, but Lily will eat the food off the porch and everything else 24, all day. I got to compete with the raccoons, of course, because the raccoons will eat it. Now, let's talk about, he was here when he saw this collapse. So when he saw this collapse, this is very interesting. What did they not say? What did he not say? He saw it collapse, and I'm assuming he's on the porch. That's an assumption that he saw it from here, not from the window. But neither one of these witnesses talk about their floor pulling at this point, pulling away from them. So I believe this collapse here was visually one collapse, but visually he saw 1 and 2. But I believe it's one collapse, the butterfly right here. He saw the cars go away, and it presents to him as so. I mean, it's just crazy that he happened to be there. He sees the cars go away because this would have been our shear plane right here, and this is our jealous wall. We'll get to that in another video. I have to leave that open at this point. But these cars go away. This falls down first, and then all the cars just pile on this side. No. Wait a minute. this side falls first, and then all the cars slide down and gang on top of each other. No. No, put it by the front of the car. Lily, come and get it. I leave it by the front of my car, by the motorhome. So right here is the all these cars take an elevator ride down. The butterfly happens. It shears away around these columns. These columns shear away. It drops down. This is a very this fracture, this failure here happens. He observes it, and at the same time he observes this. But at the same time this happens, these rebar pull on, I believe, this BMA here, and also this BMA here. This one's reaching for me to get this pulling over here. I don't have that. I don't have that. Now I think it's the third beam. Is this my bias column? This one, or is it this one? I don't really. It's a bias column, but they stack up when the materials lean the way the collapse happens. But I can move it over to this one. I think I see 3 columns at that point. I'm basing my observation off of what I see 3, and the change of the building. It appears like represents like right about here, where the column appears to buckle. We can get that buckling by tugging on this BMA here. That she would observe. That she would have observed this. This would have been. So they leave. Let me back up. Let me back up a little bit. They leave because she's like, you know what? Mom Bear thinks it's an earthquake because she comes over here, looks out here, and sees the parking garage down. He observes the parking garage go down along with this. He says it moments later in a video. Only guy that comes forward that says that. So he's solid as far as I'm concerned. Her story coming in, saying she observed it was what she observed. Then she runs back into the now I understand to be the hallway to get him. So even though this collapsed, it did not drop that floor in there yet. She grabs them, they leave. The video takes place. The video takes place where they look down this ramp, and we all say it's part of a floor. Well, that would have been this thing tugged here, right? So say we're going to cause some failure in these beams now and create a we're going to create a load path issue where the building's able to rattle and hold itself together for about 7 minutes, allowing people to get out. And she makes the phone call. I don't know how long the phone call is, but the building collapsed while she's in that phone call. So BMA is getting tugged on from here, and here after this puncturing happens here. Now so we get our tugging way out here. Let's get to that. Let's see if I got an image of that one. Okay. So this would be this row here. Right, so there's that structure. This row right here, we're looking at, okay, step back, column. This column here. I think that's the column right here. So let me get in line. These 2 columns are together, and these are staggered. This is off the building where the cars are, so I can't see it in this one. Let's fast forward the video. Let's let the video play. All right, let's talk about the drape first. So here's the drape. It's pretty much down to the middle, right here. Here's the drape, through. So there's our butterfly in the middle, and our drape goes up the other way. But I think that drape, the initial collapse, stopped right there. I'm sorry. Let's see. Let's put it back. Let's put it somewhere thereabouts here, maybe. Let's try to stop the car. No cars are in here, so I got to put it back almost on his ass. It's like right there. He sees this go down, and this would be like, draped here, punching around this one, and draped down like that. So this would be from like this point down to here, and then back up to the wall. Oops. And then back up towards the wall here. I say towards the wall because at one point it has a, let's see, right, that would be that direction. No, it does this. It's at that wall. It's like this. This area is like that, but on this side it presents more like this. On this side it presents more like leaning against the wall like that here, with a little notch out there. Now, so we've got this row right here, which is in line with the cars. See, the cars is like I just took an elevator ride down. So that row would be here. There's the pool deck. Yep, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Here's the car, the very corner. I believe still where the cars are, so we might be able to see that one. So we know we see 1, 2, and 3 here, right? So right across, let's see, get that right again. Right across, I'm looking at the middle column where the cars park, so that would be this column. 1, 2, and 3. Right here, 1, 2, and 3. So this is that 1, 2, and 3. They're offset from that big column, from the column there. There's still something out here. Let's go.
In the debris pile, they add they still don't know how many people could still be trapped. So far, ABC News has confirmed
So there's our 1, 2, and 3, and there's that column there. This column is still, it presents like there's the punch here of that one. See?
officials say they're concerned about the approaching storms contributing to a potential secondary collapse at the building.
Shit.
And within
I try to
the
pause it.
debris pile,
Ah,
they add they still
really?
don't know how many people
Hold
could.
on.
The building say they're concerned about the approaching storms contributing to a
Right there. So here's our 3. Here's our 3 in a row. 1, 2, and 3. I believe this is what he observes from his porch when he exits stage left. He observes the parking garage go down, so it's a little bit more of a drape back to where he is. I think this load busted it, broke it a little bit more. But the tugging happened on these BMAs. 1, 2, and 3. This rattled it. This gives us above 611. So we don't actually need to have the pull these fall down. All we need is the pull deck to pull on these rebar right here. Start pulling on and pulling into this from the tributary area as this goes down, and start pulling onto what? The critical shear area, which is connected to the beam, the BMA. And it doesn't want to punch because it's got extra steel around it. They're so close together. It wants to pull a little bit more because that BMA is interconnected here. It's really tied in. So it wants to snag on this BMA really good. And I think it might have snagged on all 3, maybe pulling the most stress. Remember I talked about things on an incline? So the most stress might, I'm going to biasly say it was this one. That it was pulling on this one. And this causes the failure in this one. Now, hold on. I can also have it pulling on this one, pulling it away, and then we have an unsupported span from here to here, and this could actually sort of buckle. This could have a buckle and have a different collapse. But I can get tugging from here. I can get tugging on this BMA, and now we can get it to the building without having to just go deck ledger failure. We could have it tugging on a BMA, the deck, tugging on a BMA, pulling it off. So we don't necessarily have to have a deck ledger failure, as I keep stating. But ultimately, to pull back it, I could have it first being pulled over by a beam tugging on my deck ledger. So instead of having a deck ledger failure, I can now say we have I'm trying to give it a new name. Deck ledger failure. Nah, it's still a deck ledger failure. This is all part of the deck. That's the ledger. The BMA pulled on it. I really like the BMA pulling on this. I like the BMA being pulled apart because they can't take much. The BMA pulls apart, this drops down, the BMA then pulls on. Maybe I can get this BMA pulling on this one, my bias one. That's me being biased and finding my way to get over to here. Of course, it can go down this way, and this would be my least choice. But because we see a consolidation of material when a building collapse, it's like this column here is the buckling column. And instead of having buckling by load, how about we get it buckling by being torn? The deck ledger failure I talk about where it pulls away. How about we get that by being pulled from the butterfly from this butterfly from here up to here, just pulling on it. So pulling on it way out here, pulling on it, and not equally distributed again, because I think the video shows that this area is where it starts coming down. So let's visit that. Let's visit that video, and then we'll call it a day on that one.
Collapse at the building.
So let's visit the Surfside building collapse. And so let's find the original camera video from across the street. Yeah, the body cam videos. Right now I can't get to you yet on that. I've got the video coming up because I'm arguing with Univision, claiming to have rights to the police body cam. I shit you not. Yeah, so at least what's the name's on the page with me. YouTube is like, wait a minute, they can't copyright that, and I'm like, yeah, and so we're arguing over that right now. All right, so let's go to this, and let's.
Not accounted for.
I think it's gonna jump in so fast. Okay. Really? They jumped in like that? Because we see this being tugged down here, being pulled in from here at an early date. And so this would, to me, that would be the column that would be failing low.
Just into our newsroom, this security camera video. Now, remember, this is from an adjacent condominium. Stunning. It captured the moment of
Let's see if, hold on, guys. I got to find this another video. Yep. Of course, I wouldn't be on here. YouTube hates me. Yeah. I was trying to find original video again of it. Yeah, you guys gotta wait for it. You can hang up and leave if you want, but otherwise, hold on. Really? See, we see the. How about that one? Nope. Let's try another search. See if that brings it up. All right, hell with it. Let me go back. Oh, we already did this one? Maybe not. Okay, good. See that these columns aren't buckling yet. These two are not buckling yet. Let's frame back. See the lights are on? And we're getting tearing right here. Watch this zone here. This zone and these two zones are failing at the same time. This zone in the other building and this zone over here at the same time. Let's back it up. And now let's go. Right there. They're failing at the same time. They're pulling in at the same time, which is implication that this area is our failure zone area. Now it looks like it's buckling out right there a little bit, but it could be pixelation or whatever. But then the floors start going. But let's go back. You see those lights? Those lights are on. That deformation is still no deformation here. These three columns here, 1, 2, and 3, I believe are the 3 columns. Come on, pulling this up. And let me enlarge that. That we can visually see. I think it's 1. I'm picking these 3. 1, 2, and 3. So that puts me over here, and this is my bias BMA. I don't have it quite that far. I believe this is falling over into this zone here. So this is why I'm at this BMA right there. That's M, I think, that I've always been kind of crazy over. Great. And look, everything seems to go that way. Even the roof. You can see like the roof all right there. It's all rotating down there, which means this had to drop first. This area dropping first. That's the plane of the roof. So that's why. Let's go backwards. I'm framing it back. You see the roof plane again? Oh no, that's the back wall. Hold on. No, is it the back wall? Yeah, it's still the back wall. And so there's our drop. So hold on. That might be good data. Let me back it up. Let's watch the plane come back together. Okay. So it's still tilting that way. It presents as tilting this way. And dropping down. So we've already got the bottom buckling. We already had the top floors, so we had this one tear down. And now from here, these guys are coming down together. So not quite. See, it's still coming down together. And there's the angle. And now it starts pulling on the back wall and starts pulling that over into the section here. Lights go out right there. Let's back it up. Hey, Bruce. Bruce did a cameo. All right. So that's why I have it over here. So I have the 1, 2, 3. I've got it right here. The BMA here. And there's the angle of it. I've got the angle, and I've got this already tearing and flexing down. To get that to flex down, I have these columns, and there's that bump out. The bump out here is bump out over. Is it over here? Or is it this one? Oh well, doesn't really matter to me. This is still my BMA that I have tugged. You tug this one, you cause this one to cripple it. The unsupported spans become from here to here of the floors above. Now they got some tributary action going on also. Out here, the framing of the floors help try to make the span, and they can't make that span. The framing of the floors, they're steel, so it holds out as long as it can before it just 7 minutes before it just can't hold that span. And so between here and here, you get the butterfly again. You get, let me exaggerate a little bit. So you get, shit. I should exaggerate better than that. You get this. So between these two, once you pull on this BMA here, this is the one that you're buckling, the one you're causing to fail. So it's in here. You pull on it. You pull it towards us a little bit. And what happens? You pull that towards us a little bit. This one right here, and you get the house shake. You get the house shaking. You get all this rattling. Even over here, she gets some rattling, and she calls husband. People start waking up and everything else. So I think this is our single point of. I always thought it was our single point. I always talked about that. I'm thinking that's my bias. I think it's M, is it? Did I keep calling out M on? Is it M I call out? It's my girl. Dead crush. She knows she's dead. Where is it? Really? Can't show that. I'd be accidentally Netflixing. I have no idea what it is. Oh, escape. Oops, cancel. Back here, escape. There we go. All right, so let's pause that, and let's go to what I think it is. So pull us down. Okay, so here's the BMA. This is that the bump out of everything. The right, so this would be M, I think. Yeah, back to my M. So I went back to my M again. So it could be confirmation bias. The M, it's definitely not a floor failure only. A floor failure only would just be a floor failure only, and it would just punch down and drop down just like the pool deck did. So this had to pull out a column. Okay. So now let's see if we can do it differently. This is the parking garage. The entrance to the parking garage. Oh, whoa. Back that up 2 seconds. This is the parking garage entrance here. I need to do a different confirmation. Yeah, that's the entrance of the parking garage here. So we get tug-o-hoo, right? Tug-o-hoo. We get tug-o-hoo here, right? And it's tied in with rebar. It tugs. This is a very interesting thing to get around, though. Very interesting. Because it tugs, and we get some section falling down here. I do not think she shot a video from way back there, and she's seeing back here. I think we see this column. So I believe the 111 room somehow had some control joint issues, construction joints, and that fell down. But remember, this is also an elevation change. So this is a B. This is a beam across here. It's elevation change. This is an elevation change of 1'6". So this is a giant BMA going across here, right where we shouldn't get failure. But if we tug on this, right? So we tug on this. I'm trying to see what she sees. The camera sees. It presents as whatever the hell it presents at. You know what? That's not my. I'm getting us to the building failure. I have not gotten us to what exactly. I don't know the construction joint material. They destroyed all that, so we didn't get to see it in the live video to see them take apart layers. We would have known had they taken apart layers. You can guess all you want. You can do all enhancement all you want. All you're doing is enhancing dark pixels, and they're all going to be the same. And you're going to make up trash cans and ghosts down there. You're going to make up what you want to. So this is where I'm at, and I thought I'd share that with you. So we just get tugging on this. Boom, tug. Hey girl, great cat. We get tugging on that. You get the tugging on there. Yeah, you tug on there. You cause some fracturing in the flooring that drops down. It hits the deck. Down, this deck separates somehow. The deck, the inside floor, falls to the floor. We got no witnesses from here that escaped that say that. Maybe they went out the door that way. Maybe they, out their porches and left exited this way from the first floor. That's not. I don't know. They could have told us that had they taken this building apart, like an archaeological dig, but they did not. They took it apart like, let's put this shit in the past, and they sold it while people were still being recovered, right? All right, so ending the video with much love, and hope I'll try to dial back on the breadcrumbs because it's not working. And the whiny people, I'm blocking you. You get one whine, the one I look at, and then that's it. I don't have like baseball, 3 strikes and you're out. You get one out. You get one, that's it. The math guy, I gave him the one out, one chance. One chance. I said, you come back here and you mention your stupid math again, and I'm deleting you. Otherwise, I'm going to accept that he just did the math wrong, and then he came back at me again trying to do that stupid comment. You know what? Forget it. I'm just deleting him. He's getting blocked. I don't have time for that shit. All right. So you get no chance. You get no chance. I do the whining on this channel. I do the whining. You do the dining. All right. Love you all. Please shout out to Bruce and Georgie for me. They getting a lot of love, and they like, what's up all the rub? What's up all the head pets? I'm like, hey, it's a pass on. I got to pass it through. Georgie. I have to pass it through. So let me do this for the screenshot. Okay. I'm going to load this video up, and Jamie will find this interesting, as he always tries to decode these guys. All right. Take care. Bye. Oh, shout out to England, right? Shout out to England, Miss Atchison, whatever. I give up. You know I'm shouting out to you. Terrible. Shout out to you. Thank you. Bye.